No problem. Have you come in before? Yes, I came on the 28th, and I have spoken with Mona Mahdi Ali. Are you Mona Mahdi Ali?
No.
You're not the one. And I explained my situation. This was 15 days before I come, before the eviction day. So.
When you called?
I came here and I have spoken with your colleague, and her name is Mona Mahdi Ali, and I used the phone of the reception, and I was told that there was no appointment available during 15 days before the eviction day, and I needed to wait for the day of the eviction, and then she said there is an availability at 9 o'clock on the 12th of October 2023, and I had the eviction due on the same day at 8 o'clock, which means she gave me an appointment 1 hour later on the same day of the eviction, and I know that this should not be done, because normally having the appointment earlier give me enough opportunity to find another place and to rehouse myself, or to you rehouse me, but she didn't that. However, during this period, I called twice the council, and this was from my home, and I've spoken with two of your colleagues. One, his name is Idris, and the other one is Iqbal, and they said the same. I've been.
And Idris are the same person.
Sorry?
Iqbal and Idris are the same person. His name is Iqbal Idris.
His name is Iqbal Idris. I thought it was a different person, because they sounded different person, and I had to record them for some certain purpose, and they sounded different. However, I was advised by them that I should wait on the day of the eviction. I should wait for the bailiff to give him the keys, and then I come to the council. And I said, how come? It is a bit strange. Normally I leave, and then normally I should leave before the day of the eviction and to be rehoused. However, I followed the advice of your colleague, and I waited on the day. I waited until the bailiff came, but the bailiff came at 11 o'clock, which means yesterday I missed the appointment with you at 9 o'clock, because the bailiff came at 11 o'clock, and I had to give him the keys at this time. The matter is that because I missed the appointment with you, and I had another thought. I said I may try to apply for re-entry order with the county court of Brentford, and to have the keys back of my flat, and then I will take the matter to court within 1 or 2 months time. I went to the Brentford court, and I filled up a form, and I stated all the facts between me and the landlord, and that there was a lot of harassment, abuse, assault inside the property, and he didn't want to listen. I made it clear on the form that I did submitted so many reports to the police, and they were not taken into, there was no investigation, and the matter reached the IOPC, and which is the investigating body of the police work, and to investigate why there was a lack of action regarding the matter. And I was told that the complaint was referred to the CRU, which is the resolution unit. CRU, the Complaint Resolution Unit, and as first stage complaint before it is accepted by the CRU. At this time, the landlord issued an eviction letter, as if he knows that I was going very tough with him, and to pull himself from the case, he issued an eviction letter. And once I tried to show him the videos of the assault live, the man, he was assaulting me with an umbrella. He was other tenants inside the shared house. I told the landlord, and he didn't bother to see the videos, and he didn't want to accept, as if he was calling the tenants to do the harassment, and it was a bit strange. However, this was stated into the form of the court yesterday, and I made so many photocopies, and they cost me £17. And of all the police reports and my communications, my email to the landlord, and I was left without wardrobe, I was left without fridge for 5 months, eating, not being able to eat meat or to drink milk or to have fresh food inside my property. And I told him that the fridge.
Sorry, you lived in a shared house, right?
No, it is a studio flat inside the shared house. We used to share the kitchen inside the flat, and that's it.
Fridge in the kitchen.
I had like a room, and I had a sink, and I had a small fridge and a bathroom. This is what I had inside my property, and but there was a kitchen downstairs to be shared with all the tenants. And at certain time, I couldn't even use the kitchen, and they were there was one of them. He was very, very violent, and I was threatened by him with a knife so many times. And once he ran after me with a knife, and I had to let the landlord know about all the situation, etc., etc. And so many assaults and so many breaking into my flat, and I have more. You're listening to me?
Yes.
Yeah. I have more than 30 pieces of clothes, all stained and all cut. I have so many, my furniture, my wardrobe is broken. The fridge, they inserted something inside the fridge, and each time I switch the fridge on, it diffused a very, very, very bad smell into the flat, to the extent I had to take it off, to take it outside my flat. I asked him to replace all these things and to including a wardrobe, a decent place where I store my clothes. He refused, and he ignored all my complaints and everything. And I had to prepare a file against him, and this includes the CRU complaint, which contains 54, more than 50 pages of the facts explaining to this investigation body what has happened and the incident, etc., etc. He didn't want, I was waiting on the meanwhile, and he issued the eviction letter. However, the matter is that yesterday I had to state all this. What I'm telling you, I had to state all this into the application of the court, and I submitted at 3:35. I submitted the application and the copies of the application and the copies of the evidence, etc., etc. But I was told that there is no availability of any appointment to see the judge yesterday or until 10 days later, which means yesterday I had to rent, I had to book for a room, I had to pay £55 plus the transport, which makes £60 to go to Kingston for a very small room to pass the night. And buying some food for myself, I'm having less than £100 now into my account to be just to buy food until the 9th of November. Let alone, I cannot rent from now tonight. I cannot rent. I cannot afford it to rent or to go anywhere. And this is the problem. And on the top of it, this Mona Mahdi, she should have, because I gave you enough ample of time. And from the 28th to the 12th, there is more than there is 15 days, and she could have given me.
The thing is, unfortunately, we have an appointment schedule.
Yes.
Okay, so it is. These kind of things do happen. Unfortunately, the appointment schedule does get booked up.
Mm-hmm.
The caseworker on the phone, like Mona, she would have booked you the most available, the earliest available appointment. So I am sorry. Obviously, it fell on a bad day for you.
Yeah. But it was the matter. It was the day of the eviction. If it was before, for example, I come to you and I have enough time to find solution. But now I am outside, and on the top of it, I have so many furnitures inside my flat, and I have 7 days to move those furnitures. Otherwise, they will be thrown into the skip of the council, and I don't want to lose my clothes, my books, my furniture, my belongings. Those are, I spend money for them, and they are valuable for me. And this is another issue as well. And this is what I am here, and I have now with me, I can show you the reports of the police, which I made to the police regarding this matter, and my communications with the landlord, and how he was awkward. He refused to deal with my complaint as if he was doing those things. I had so many trespassing to my flat as well. And for example, if I go out and I come back, I found something broken inside the flat, or something, a shoe broken, or they used to enter the flat, and somehow they get the key from somebody, and they used to enter the flat and to do so many things. And this is not acceptable. And yeah.
What we're going to do now is we're going to do a homelessness assessment. I'm more than happy to take a look at the documents that you brought in. Okay, so let's do your assessment now. What is your email address, please?
Is Amina Rishi.
AMINA
UICHI 43 at gmail.com.
What is your preferred method of contact?
Is email.
Your preferred language?
English, yes.
Okay. Do you have any support workers?
No, I don't.
And it's just you on this application, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's just you on this application.
Yeah, it is just me, and I don't have partner or a husband. And, I am considering to go into custody trial in a month and a half later for the custody of my kids. And but before having the judgment from the judge, I will submit this to you in the future, and just to change my housing situation once the kids are under my custody as well. And this is one thing.
Okay, sure. So, how long did you live in this property for?
Now for almost 3 years, and
so do you have a tenancy agreement?
it is not with me, and oh my God, it's not with.
When you moved in, what was your moving date?
Yes, it is the 29th of January 2021.
Okay, and your move out date was yesterday? So
It was yesterday, the 12th of October.
And this was a single room shared facilities. Studio flat?
You can call it studio. It wasn't fully studio, because when we say studio, there must be kitchen. There was no kitchen, and just a room with a bathroom.
And your landlord, do you have his name and number?
My mobile.
Your landlord's name and number?
The landlord, I have the email, and
Can I get the email address?
yes, is Ian.
IAN?
Yes, at Berkeley's.
Beckley.
BERCLEYS.com.
BRC, yes?
Yeah,
.com.
like I can write it Berkeley's BERC, like.
BRC?
Yeah, just 1 second. I will write.
BYS.
Yeah, it's like Barclays. Yeah, but Berkeley's with EE.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have your section 21 with you, possession order and bailiff's notice?
I do have the bailiff notice. So this is the bailiff notice. and this is the last one, and this is the valid one.
Do you have the possession order in section 21?
This is what I was sent, and I don't have anything else. And this is.
You've got 2 notices.
I have. I will show you something else. It is. I think it is identical to that piece of paper, and this is. And this was signed by the bailiff yesterday, and before I leave the property, and when I gave him
Yeah, so this is the same letter.
yeah.
Notice of eviction.
I did not receive section 28, and this is all what I received, and there is nothing else. And
Sure.
yeah, I'm sure, and very sure. And if you can see, even the date of when they applied for the eviction, it is far from this day. It was in August.
Did you get this on the 9th of August?
No, not at all. It was only when I got. It was only 16. Let's say 16 days ago. And when this one was sent to me, and it is a bit strange.
You got it on the 28th of.
Before 28th, maybe 25th. of September, and which was it proved that it was a delay as well, and between August and the date when I received this order as well. But as soon as I received the order, I made a contact with you, which means I didn't leave the matter just like this, and it was with no action. I had to make sure to be rehoused on time and not to be kicked out to the street with my clothes, and this is the matter as well.
So before living here, where were you living?
I was living inside a hotel, and it was Travel Lodge Hotel, and because I was homeless, I used to be married with my ex-husband, and then when we divorced, we separated, and we used to be married like Islamic marriage, and we didn't have like act of marriage between us, which means we divorced that way as well, and I had to move from his flat, and when I approached the Barnet Homes, I was told that there is no availability, and you will have to find some place for yourself, and within 15 days you will be rehoused. At that time, I was made redundant, but I had a bit of saving, just under £3,000. However, I could manage to book for inside Travel Lodge Hotel, but at certain time I ran out of money, and I become without money, and I found myself.
How long were you in the Travel Lodge for?
I lived for more than 3 months, and it was very expensive.
What area was it in?
Sorry?
What area was it in?
It was Finchley.
And you were there for how long?
I was there for let's say from November until January. From November 2020 until January 2021.
So until you moved into this flat.
Yes.
This flat was found for you by...
It was the third part, it was private, but it was found through the council. But they didn't act until I had to complain, to make so many complaints, and to tell them that that's it, I am outside, and you will have to find something for me. They slept on the application for 3 months, which was not usual, and when I made the application at that time, I remember I was inside the hospital, and I had the coronavirus as well, and homeless with the coronavirus, and I had to call from the hospital and to ask for help for regarding the housing, and I was told within 15 days you will be rehoused, but it wasn't the case, and I had to wait 3 months and paying from my pocket, and but at that time I had a bit of
So
money.
who helped you? Enfield Council.
Sorry.
Which council helped you?
It was Barnet Homes, and because I used to live in Barnet Borough, in Barnet, within Barnet Council.
Okay, so your ex-husband's address, what was it?
It was, oh my God, 337 Sherland Avenue.
Sorry, 227?
No,
What was
it's
the postcode?
337. Yeah.
What was the postcode?
4EN, 8D.
4EN?
Yeah.
Okay.
4AN, I think. 8DQ. 4EN, 8DQ.
Okay, that's invalid postcode. 4AN?
Yeah, try it. 4AN.
4.
Yeah.
AN?
Yes. 8DQ.
Q.
Yeah.
That's not a real postcode.
Okay, try it. 4EN.
Are you sure it starts with a 4?
Yes.
Normally postcodes start with a letter.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, try it reversed and EN4 or AN4.
EN4.
Yeah. 8DQ. It shows?
Yeah. So what number was it?
337
What road was it?
Sherland Avenue.
337.
Do you have, is it necessary to have all this information? Okay, and sorry, just to ask you, for which purpose?
So we have to confirm your address history.
Before 7 years. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So when did you move in here?
In 2021.
You moved into Sherland Avenue.
Into Sherland Avenue. No. It was before that. It was in 2019.
Okay. So do you remember? Okay. Do you remember what month it was?
It was March
2020.
2019.
And then you moved out before going into this hotel, which was in November 2020.
Yes, it was in November 2020, and I moved from Sherland Avenue, and then I booked inside the hotel. I lived 2 days inside the hotel, and then I had a coronavirus. It was very, very strong coronavirus, and I had to call the paramedic. I was taken to the Barnet hospital, and I was admitted into the hospital for 1 week, and I had a treatment for the virus, etc., etc. When I was discharged, I had nowhere where to go, and I had to call the council and to apply to fill up an application form for homelessness, etc., etc. And I remember the matron inside the hospital helped me to send the application through her email address, etc. But when it comes to this decision, as if I didn't apply, I was suffering from an infection, and it was very, very strong infection. And but the thing is that at the end of the day, I spent 3 months inside the hotel and paying from my pocket, from my savings.
So Sherland Avenue, how many beds was it? A house?
It was a studio flat. There was a room and a bathroom and a kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you lived there with your husband and your children?
No, it wasn't. It was not with my children. It was with my husband, and I lived there for, as I said, from 2019 until the end of 2020.
Were you on a tenancy agreement?
Pardon?
Were you on the tenancy agreement?
No, I have. You been in Sherland Avenue?
Yeah.
No. It was his house and his studio
So where do
flat.
your kids live?
My kids live with their father, and
So it's a different father.
it is different, yes.
Okay.
And but with the second ex-husband at Cherland Avenue, the studio flat was on his name, and he was like getting some kinds of benefit, universal credit, something like this. And the studio flat was paid for him by the DWP as well. And yes.
So you moved in here in March 2019. Where were you living before that?
Before I was living inside a shelter. It is strange history, but this is I was living in shelter, and this was inside. Do you know Norbiton Church? Anyway, it is in Kingston, and there is a church there, and inside the church, the perimeter of the church, there was a small building, and it was shelter for homeless people, and not anyone was accepted there, and it has to be an assessment at that time. And I approached them, and they accepted my application for homelessness. I lived there from September 2018 until March 2019. So,
do you remember what the postcode was there? You said it was Norbiton Church.
It is Norbiton Church, and you can, yeah.
Is that in Helmsford?
No, it is in Kingston, up in Thames.
St. Peter's Norbiton Church.
Yes. This shelter is not existing. It doesn't exist anymore now, and I think they have changed it for another purpose. And the association there, they moved, and
so you were there from September, yeah?
From November, and yes.
2018.
Yeah.
And then you moved out when you moved in with your ex-partner.
Yeah.
Right, so before being in the church, were you living with your...
Yes, I was living. This is the last address. Normally, I should give you. This is in Waters Road, and this was in Kingston as well. And this was KT2 3LW, and this was the property which made. This is, you said 7 years, yeah? 7 years of history, yes.
Okay, so you lived before this, and the postcode was
KT2, yeah? 3LW.
Okay, and what was the address?
It was 27 Waters Road.
3LW.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course.
KT2
3LW. It doesn't show? Oh.
KT1 3LW.
There is KT1 3LW.
Yeah.
It must then. It is this one.
The road name?
It was 27 Waters Road.
Yeah, so it's that one. KT1. So how long did you live there?
It was from 2012 and until that time.
And you lived here with who?
Pardon?
Who did you live here with?
I was living with my kids and my husband, and then we split up, and then
So with the house?
yes.
And you split up, and the children stayed with?
Yes. The matter is that I had to go, I had to travel to Algeria, and then when I came back, because I spent a bit of time in Algeria, and when I came back, the kids moved with the father, and I had to marry with my second ex-husband. And but the matter is that for now I am like planning to get the kids back, etc., etc. And as a matter of fact, if it wasn't this,
Did you own the house, your husband?
no, it wasn't an ownership. It was rented from third part of the council, and yeah.
So it was a council house?
Yes, it was a private, but through the council. Like you know, there are contractors with the council, and they rent their houses through the council to people, and.
Do you have any rent arrears in your property? Do you owe any money to your landlord?
No. As a matter of fact, I had to contact the Universal Credit and to let them know that the rent must be stopped being paid to him, and until a new arrangement is made and a new contract of rent is made, and then they have to. I will apply for rent.
So you did not receive a Section 21 notice or a possession order?
Sorry?
You did not receive Section 21?
No. It was this. It was only this paper, and I don't know what's going on. But the fact is a fact. And yesterday the bailiff came and he signed the bailiff note, and as it shows on the paper, and I had to give him the keys and to leave the house.
You've been homeless before? Yes.
Yes.
That was in 2018, wasn't it?
Yes, it was in 2018 until 2019, the end February, and then there was another homelessness issue from 2020 November until 2021. It was the same, and this year this is the third time, and which is a bit strange and happening. And despite that, I have no problem to ask to request rehousing, etc., etc. But I don't think it is. There is something like a lack of any contact from me to the council to be rehoused, and 3 times, and this is the 3rd time. And yes.
Do you have any issues with drugs or alcohol?
No.
Have you ever served in the army?
No.
Have you ever been to prison?
No.
Do you have any health issues?
No.
Have you experienced domestic abuse or harassment?
No.
But you have got harassment from your...
This is yes. This is like because when you say domestic violence, I was thinking about
domestic violence or harassment.
Yeah, harassment. Yes, of course, harassment with this property. It was a lot. It was like every day, and banging of the door at any time of the day. For example, 1 o'clock of the morning, somebody start banging. He open and shut the door for 2 hours, 3 hours, like a madness, and insulting me. And
you're not taking any medication, yeah?
not at all. And the violence reached verbal assault, reached physical assault as well. And I can show you the videos, and you will see by your eyes that this is the case. And when I tried to show the videos to the landlord, he didn't want to see the videos, and as if he was the problem in the entire matter, and it was a complete denial from him to act on any issue I raised to him, as if I was talking to the a store.
Do we have your consent to share your details with a GP?
I don't have a GP, and I don't need to register myself with the GP because I took my name from the GP now for 3 years, and I'm not registered with the GP or any private doctor or any hospital or any practice. No.
Revenues and benefits?
You can, yes, of course.
Landlords?
Yes.
Solicitors?
Not really, because I don't need
Social
solicitors.
services?
No.
Banks or financial organizations?
For which purpose? Sorry, because you are asking me to share this information with banks and...
So if we need to make an inquiry
Mm-hmm.
with the bank, they're not common, to be honest.
Not really, no. I don't
Police and probation?
Yes, you can have access, you can ask the police about this matter, and of course.
What about courts and tribunal services?
You can ask the court and the tribunal services.
Any other councils?
Yes.
Any support agencies?
Yes. I don't have any support anyway.
The Department for Leveling Up Housing and Communities?
Sorry, say that again.
The Department for Leveling Up Housing and Communities, so it's a government branch.
No, I don't. I'm not concerned about it. I've never dealt with this kind of.
So maybe. So the thing is, I can't see exactly why you were evicted. Okay, the section 21, it's either section 21 through no fault of your own, or it is section 8, which is rent arrears, or section 10 because of
this is
social behaviour. Do you understand? There's a lot of different things it could be. So having that information would be great. Do you have your landlord's number?
I do have the landlord number. The thing is that what he said, because I tried to call him, he said because of there is two. He said about two versions. He said that because when he issued this eviction letter, after that I called him and he said that he's not the person managing the shared house, and that another
His number?
Yes, of course, I will give it to you. And he said that because of this matter, there is a new agency taking the management of the house. And I tried to contact this new agency, but I had no answer from them, which means it is a bit strange to be evicted whilst there is a new estate agency managing the house, and the name of the new estate agency is Millgate Group, and it is in 220 Ball Ball London Road, and this is somewhere in NW11. However, this is the situation, and it is a bit strange, but I am honest with you and I'm trying to tell you everything, and you can have the number of the landlord and you speak to him, and you can yes. Yeah.
Sorry, your email address, was it AMINO or A?
A.
And then ROUICHI
40. Yes,
at gmail.com, yes?
that's correct.
Yeah, I'm just going to go in the background to scan these two documents.
Do you want me to give you the evidence for the landlord? Because I have so many reports to the police and communication with the landlord.
Today we need to confirm your homelessness. We need to determine why you are homeless today, okay?
Yeah, but the thing is that I am outside
Okay,
today.
but you're not homeless because of what happened in the property. You're homeless because you were evicted by the bailiffs, right?
Yeah.
So we need to know exactly why you were evicted and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is that I hope that
you need to have brought your tenancy agreement, your
the
21 possession order, but you're saying
yeah,
you didn't get it.
the thing is that it is not possible to have this, and you can call the landlord and talk with him. And now
I'll take the number from you.
yeah, and the matter is that I am outside today, and I cannot spend the night outside. I don't have money, and I contacted the council 15 days before yesterday, which means it is the duty of the council to rehouse me today, and I have nowhere where to go, and I have no money, and it is not my fault to be evicted. I have so many statements of the police, and there is 20 pieces of communication showing that I did what I could do to approach this matter, and there are pictures. Yeah, there are. Just let me finish. There are pictures showing the abuse inside my property, the damaged property I had inside the property. All this.
But that's not your
Yeah.
reason for the loss of your home, is it?
Yeah.
The reason for the loss of your home was that.
It is a reason.
Right?
Yeah, it is. It is
So
what I am trying to explain. Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I understand this is frustrating for you, but we have to assess your homelessness and why you are homeless.
Yeah.
Okay? And then determine what duties the council owes you.
Okay.
Right? So without seeing the section 21 today, I'm not at liberty to discuss why you're homeless. It may be that you've been evicted from rent arrears or antisocial.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't around.
I believe that. I
Yeah.
believe that you are saying you were evicted for no reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes the landlord just wants their
Yeah.
property back. So that might have been what happened. Okay, so that's more than fine. But then we do have to. We'll discuss it when I come back. Can I
Okay.
get the number?
Just 1 second, please. It is O2. O208.
Abdul Await.
Yeah.
Abdul Await, sorry. Yes?
Oh my God. So O2088.
Yeah.
0. Just 1 second. I'm gonna try.